Hey everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome back to our channel, and in today's video we are going to dive into the exciting world of web development, and I'm going to give you a very basic step-by-step guide on creating your own custom theme for WordPress. So if you ever wanted to give your website a unique look and feel, you're in the right place. So without further ado, let's get started. So step one of creating a custom theme is to set up WordPress on your local computer and local server. It's generally recommended to start developing your website on a local server before deploying it on a live server, because a local server will provide a safe and controlled environment where you can test your code, make changes without worrying about affecting your live site if you already have one, and experiment with different features and designs as well. It also just means that you have a free space to create your website instead of having to pay for some kind of hosting and using that as well. So to get started with this, we are going to use an application called Local by Flywheel. Whenever you are starting creating your WordPress website, you want to essentially create a local version of that website on your device. This means that you don't have to immediately start paying for hosting a website. If you're not ready to, you can build everything on your desktop or laptop and still be able to get the experience of what that site will look like without having to pay any hosting experience. And it also just means that it'll be easier to make edits to your website, as you're the only person that can access it as well. So while you're in the initial design stage, you want to think about setting up a local site on your computer, and the easiest way to do that is using Local by Flywheel, which is a local WordPress development tool, and it's basically designed to create, test, and deploy WordPress websites, and it's available for both Mac and Windows. It allows for easy setup, multiple environments, easy deployment, and advanced features as well, like the WP CLI support, root SSH access, and the ability to host swap PHP environments as well. It's really easy to download and install. What you want to do is go onto the website. You just want to click on download for free, and you just want to click on your platform. Again, it's on Mac, Windows, and Linux as well, but you just want to click on whichever software works for you, and then you just need to fill in your name, your organization type, and your work email, and then it'll automatically download. It's completely free. You just need to fill in those details, and then you can start with Local by Flywheel. So once you have your website, your Local by Flywheel downloaded and installed, it'll look something like this. So you'll have a section for local sites. So I already have this downloaded and a few sites set up. This will be 0 if you're just downloading this. And it's from here you can open your local sites. You can start them. You can connect to your host and deploy sites from here. They also have blueprints, and they also have some add-ons as well. In today's video, we're just going to focus on creating a new local website on your computer. So you just want to go into the local sites tab here, and you can see we've got some sites here, but you'll have 0 if you're just installing this. What you want to do is click on this plus button here and click on add local site. Now there's different ways to do this. You can create a new site, completely fresh WordPress install. We can create from a blueprint. So if you have a blueprint of sites with pre-installed elements and plugins and themes, you can create it from that. If you have an existing site to download, you can upload it as a zip file, and then you can have it that way as well. But we're just going to create a new site from the beginning. I'm just going to give it a site name, and you can give it advanced options as well, like where you want what you want the site domain to be and what you want the local site path to be, so where exactly all the files saved. I just want to click on continue. And what's really good about Local by Flywheel is that you can have custom environments as well, so you can choose which version of PHP you want to do, which web server, what database. If you do preferred, it'll just use the most up-to-date versions of everything, but if you want to use a more custom version, you can. And then you just want to click on continue. You want to give it your WordPress username and password, and an email. Again, advanced options if you are a subdirectory or subdomain website, but we're just going to have a normal website, and you're just going to click add site. Then the website will then start creating files and just installing a WordPress local file on your computer. And that's it. So I have this local site set up. There's a few plugins I already have set up, so there's a few messages already, but you'll have a blank WordPress install essentially, and that way you can start getting work loaded on your site. The first things that you want to do is add in all the plugins and make sure that you choose the theme that you want. In today's video we are going to use the Hello theme, but you just want to make sure you're using the theme that works best for you. So now let's go over WordPress and actually setting up your website for the subscription-based product services. So now let's move on to step 2, and this is to create a child theme. Child themes are a crucial aspect of WordPress theme development. It enables you to modify the appearance and functionality of a parent theme without directly altering its core files, and this approach ensures that your customizations are preserved during theme updates as well. So when you're starting off creating your child theme, an easy way to do this is to use underscores, the underscores platform. Underscores is a popular starter theme for WordPress child themes, and it provides a solid foundation for creating child themes and offers several benefits. Underscores follows WordPress coding standards and best practices, so your child theme is well organized and maintainable. It has a pre-built framework for files and functions, so it saves you a lot of time in setting up your child theme structure. And it's also widely used and supported, so you can find a lot of resources for it if you're ever stuck with anything. So what you want to do to create your underscores based theme, and you want to go onto the underscores.me website, and then just in this theme name here, you just want to give it a theme name. And then under advanced options, you can give it the theme details, whether that's theme slug, author, things like that. If not, these will all be default if you don't do your own kind of description or theme slug. And if this is a theme for a WooCommerce website, for e-commerce website, you can check this, and this will then update the theme to include some of the functions for WordPress, for WooCommerce websites as well. But we've added in our details, so all we're going to do is just click on generate, and it'll generate a theme file for us. Once the theme file is downloaded, we just need to go into our WordPress directory and dashboard and upload the theme. So now that we have the theme downloaded, we're just going to click on add new theme. We're going to click on upload theme, and we're just going to look for the theme that we created. So it's just downloaded here. It'll be under the theme name that you gave it, and you just want to click on open and click install now to start installing your theme. And then once it's there, you just want to click on activate. Once the theme has been installed and activated, you'll be able to see it in your file folder where your site is hosted or where it's saved on your website, and you'll be able to go in and be able to add in all your code through there as well. And then you'll see it's already set up. We've got our hello theme, we've got the functions file, header file, all of the file structure is there and set up, and we didn't really need to do anything. We just used the underscores platform, and they kind of did everything for us as well. So and then once you're done, we can move on and start creating some functions as well. So the next step is to customize your style sheet. In this step, you basically just need to the style sheet is the heart of your custom theme's appearance. So it contains the CSS code that controls the look and feel of your website, including the colors, fonts, typography, layout, and overall visual style. So if you have a parent theme, it's recommended to import the style sheet to inherit the core styles of the parent theme, and that ensures compatibility with the parent theme structure and prevents conflicts as well. And then you want to define CSS rules for various elements of your style sheet as well. So you can see we've got our theme here, and you can see from this point we can define CSS rule for various elements. So we've got CSS rules for HTML elements, body, main, h1, hr, and all of these here. So what we're going to do is we can go in and just change the settings. So for example, if we want to have different font weights for our headings, all we need to do is declare those headings and then type in the actual CSS that we want for those. So for example, if we go here, and then you can see I've defined the font weight for my H1, H2, and H3. Define CSS rules for various theme elements for your headings, paragraphs, links, buttons, sidebars, footer, any components that you've created basically. And you want to choose a color palette as well that not only aligns with your brand identity but also ensures consistent color usage throughout your website, and consider color contrast and accessibility guidelines to make your website usable for all users as well. So now let's go on to step 4, which is to add functionality to the functions file. The functions PHP file, which you'll find in the theme file as well. We're looking for this one here. And it's this file here. The functions PHP file is the heart of your custom theme. It allows you to extend functionality beyond WordPress capabilities, and the file contains PHP code that interacts with WordPress hooks and filters and functions to modify your theme's behavior and add new features as well. So for example, if we wanted to create a custom post type, we do this in the functions file. So custom post types allows you to manage content that doesn't fit the traditional post or page format. So to create custom post types, you use the register post type function, and this function takes an array of arguments that define the post type's name, labels, features, and supported taxonomies. So for example, we'll go all the way to the bottom. Cars post type. Cars, so singular name would be car. And so on and so forth. There are plugins nowadays that allow you to create custom post types, but knowing how to do it through the functions files just means that it's one less plugin to use on your website, and it's a lot less bloat, and you can essentially just use the plugins how you need to. And it's always better to code as much of it as possible so there's not so much bloat from using plugins. And then lastly, preview and activate your theme. You want to make sure that if you haven't already, you want to make sure that the theme is working and is working and looks good as well. Test your theme thoroughly across different browsers and devices to ensure consistent performance and responsiveness as well, and regularly update your theme as well to address any bugs or security vulnerabilities. And that's it. That's a very kind of general guide. Some additional tips: when you're creating a starter theme, consider using a starter theme like Underscores. There's also other starter themes like Genesis to provide a solid foundation for your child theme, and use online validators for HTML, CSS, and PHP to ensure your code is clean and compatible. So why should you consider building a website with CMS as opposed to fully coding out the site yourself? A CMS essentially is that software that will allow you to create, manage, and organize digital content. And CMSs allow a free, user-friendly interface, and it simplifies the process of website development by making it accessible to users and with varying levels of technical expertise. It makes building your website a little more easy to use. It makes content management easy to use. It ensures scalability, security, and cost effectiveness as well. Some benefits of using a CMS to create a theme. You have ease of customization. CMS themes are highly customizable, allowing developers to modify and tailor the theme's appearance and features to specific requirements. CMS themes promote separation of concerns, keeping the theme's code separate from the core CMS code. CMS platforms provide built-in theme management tools that allow you to make it really easy to install, activate, update, and manage themes. And this simplifies sort of theme maintenance and ensures that themes are always up to date with the latest security patches as well. CMS themes can also leverage the vast ecosystem of plugins available for the chosen platform. And there's lots of plugin integration as well. So WordPress, for example, has a vast ecosystem of plugins available for your chosen website type, and they provide additional functionalities as well. CMS platforms, especially popular ones like WordPress, often have an active community and abundant online resource, providing developers with support, guidance, and troubleshooting assistance. And they're all typically SEO friendly because they incorporate best practices for SEO optimization as well. But despite some of the numerous benefits, there are some potential drawbacks that you need to consider. One is the potential for bloat and over-reliance on plugins. So CMS themes can be bloated if loads of plugins are used, leading to slower performance and potential security vulnerabilities. One way to tackle this is to make sure you're coding as much of it as possible. Like, for example, when we saw how to register a post type, while there are plugins that offer a really easy way to register a post type, it can also be done simply using through your functions file, and it's better to do it that way because then you're not adding an additional plugin to do that for you, because once that plugin is on there and you've used it to register your theme, you need to keep it on there for as long as you have that custom post type. So if there's, as much as possible, if you're able to code in some of the functionality, do it, and then the rest of it you can use plugins. It's really crucial to carefully select and manage plugins to maintain a lightweight and secure theme. While WordPress themes offer flexibility, there may be limitations in customizing certain aspects of the theme's appearance, so you may need to resort to custom code as well. One really important thing about themes is that they are tied to a specific platform that they are designed for. This might limit profitability and flexibility if you decide to switch to a different CMS in the future. Again, one way to tackle this is to really plan out what you want to do for this website and what you want this website to do for you, not just in the short term, but in the long term as well. So for example, if in the beginning you're not planning any kind of e-commerce needs, but it's something that you know is you want to incorporate in the future, or you might want to incorporate in the future, then you want to make sure you're picking a CMS that can allow you to scale that way as well. CMS themes can inherit security and vulnerabilities from the core CMS platform or third-party plugins, so regularly update and carefully plug and select what plugins you actually need to make sure that you have a secure theme. Overall, though, using a CMS for theme development offers so much advantage, including reduced complexity, ease of customization, and separation of concerns. These benefits, and while there are some drawbacks, there are ways to kind of minimize the risk of them or minimize the damage of them as well. The benefits make CMS themes a really popular and effective choice for creating websites that are user-friendly, customizable, and maintainable. But however, the main problem with using a CMS and a custom theme is that some people may not have the technical knowledge or ability to create a custom theme. If that's the case, there are other options out there for you. One option is to use a website builder. So website builders offer several advantages for creating a website, especially for those with limited coding or design experience as well. They're designed to be easy to use, and they all have some sort of drag and drop functionality. So you'll see in some later examples, you'll have like an editor of different like options of what to add, like text options, image options, things like that, and you can easily sort of drag and drop them onto wherever it is you want them on the page. They have a wide range of templates and themes, and because they're website builder and they don't take a lot of time, they tend to be a lot more affordable and a lot more cost effective. A lot of website builders nowadays incorporate mobile optimization and responsive design into their templates, so you don't have to worry about then making your website mobile responsive. That's kind of already taken care of in the beginning of the process. A lot of website builders have built-in SEO tools to help your website rank higher in search engine result pages and increase the chance for organic traffic to grow a little bit more. And there's loads of website builders out there that offer e-commerce integrations and online sales fully within their dashboard, so you don't need to add any kind of third-party tools or any kind of integration like that. Platforms like Shopify and BigCommerce are designed with e-commerce in mind, and they're designed for businesses that have an e-commerce focus on it. Website builders are subject to regular maintenance and updates, so you can rest easy knowing that you have like most updated tools and software to use. And there's lots of community support and learning resources, whether they're in the form of tutorial videos, knowledge topics, blogs, and things like that. There's a lot of support out there for a lot of website builders, especially the popular ones like Squarespace or the Wix ADI. So let's take a look at some of the popular website builders out there. First one that we're going to talk about is Wix. So let's take a look at getting started with Wix. So we're just going to create a simple Wix website using the Wix editor. And from the get-go, you're using the AI to generate your website. You do have the option to set up without AI. We're just going to use the AI chat to get started with our website. So as mentioned before, Wix will allow you to generate a whole website based on text descriptions that you give, but it will give you prompts basically to write about so that it has an idea of what to generate. So the first thing that it's going to ask for is, what do you want to call your site? So you just want to give it an answer. You do have options at the bottom. You have options to rephrase the question if you don't understand. If you click Help Me Answer, it'll give you some suggestions on how to answer the question. And if you want to skip the question entirely, you can just click skip question. Or if you change your mind about using the AI, you can just end chat and continue. So so first of all, what do you want to call the site? And then you just want to write in your answer. And you'll see on the right, it'll generate a site profile where it kind of makes a note of what kind of site this is and be able to create a site with the most relevant content. So the next thing it's going to ask you is to tell the ADI a little bit more about your business. What types of services and products do you offer? And you just want to type in the answer, and it will allow you to move on to the next question. And next thing it's going to ask you is your target audience. And then you want to give more information about where the business is located. And you can see as we're adding more information, the site's profile is also being added as well. You can go back to these answers and edit them. And you can also take a look at what's actually being generated by the website. So you can see it's got site type, some apps that it's included, goals and things like that. And we'll just skip this question for now. And you just want to keep on going answering the questions. And again, if you need help with the question, you can always rephrase it. You can also ask for suggestions, or you can skip questions entirely. So once you've answered all those questions and once you're happy with the answers, Wix will then generate your dashboard, and it will install all the apps that you need, and then it will also generate your website. So you can see we've got our website started off here. We've essentially got a full website that was created in a matter of minutes. No coding and no design knowledge required. We just picked some of the homepage layouts and the different pages on it, and it's essentially created a whole website, which is quite easy. Now, when it comes to editing this website, again, it's not going to take any kind of coding knowledge or background to create a new page or a new section. So for example, Wix have all these pre-designed sections. So if you click on add section in between these two sections here, you can see that we can actually add new sections that are already pre-designed. So there's like different types of sections if you want to have an about section, a team section, a contact section, etc. You can also add a blank section, and this will add a completely blank section that we can populate with elements, or we can use the AI creator, and we can basically ask the ADI to create the layout for us. It just depends on what we add to it. So for example, we've got site information already here. In the section type, I want to create a team section. And you just want to create the section. Make sure you add in, type in at least what it is that you want added in that section, and it'll put together that layout for you. And again, I've not used any kind of coding or any kind of design like background knowledge or anything like that. I've just typed in exactly what I wanted, and it's going to start generating a section for me. And you can see there's 3 different sections. It comes back, and then you can just pick between these 3. If you're not happy with it, you can go back and maybe update the text. But for now, if you're happy with it, you just want to click on the section that you like, and you can just drag it onto where you want it. So it's just simply added this section, and it's added it, and I really like this section actually. And all I need to do is go in and just edit the content that's on it. Speaking of editing content, again, really simple to just add different elements and widgets onto the page and edit them. So for example, this paragraph here, if I wanted to edit it, I just need to click into the actual paragraph and click on edit text and just edit the actual text content, but I can also edit the styling as well, font sizing, formatting, things like that. And if I click on the plus button up here, you can see there's a few elements here, and I can just click and drag those on as well. So for example, if I wanted to add a button, I can just click on the button that I want. I'm going to use one of the themed buttons, and I'm just going to click on and drag it on to where I want it, and you can see the button is here, and all I need to do is change the text and then choose where to link it to. I'm going to link it to the contact page, and that's it. That's really easy to do. All I need to do is just click and drag to where I want it. And the good thing about this template is that it's also mobile responsive as well, so there's not a lot of work that needs to be done. You just need to go in, change the colors if you need to, and update all the content that's on it, and it's really easy to update content. I just need to click on it and edit the content. Another option then is to hire a website development agency for your business needs. Hiring a development agency can be a really good option for businesses that lack the in-house experience or time to create a high-quality website, but they do have the budget for it. Because not only do they build your website, agencies will offer a range of services from designing and developing to providing ongoing maintenance and support afterwards as well. So let's talk a little bit about the website development journey and what you can expect when working with a development agency. The first part of the process with working with a development agency is the planning and design phase. It's a critical step in ensuring effective collaboration with a website development agency. Here's how it can help. So the first thing that it does is that it helps give more clarity to your vision. So when you have a clear understanding of your project's scope and goals, you can communicate that vision effectively to the agency. And this kind of clarity really helps them better understand what you want to achieve and how they can help you get there. Defining your scope and goals allows you to align your expectations with those of the agency. It reduces the chances of misunderstandings or disagreements later in the project because both parties have a shared understanding of what needs to be accomplished. A well-defined scope and set of goals help you establish a realistic budget. You can allocate resources more effectively, avoiding unnecessary expenses or scope creep, essentially when the project goes beyond its original intentions. Having a clear scope and goal enables you to set specific project timelines, and this helps the agency plan their work and deliverables accordingly, ensuring that the project stays on track and is completed within the desired time frame. And when you define your goals and expectations up front, you can establish quality standards that the agency must meet. This ensures that the final product aligns with your standards and meets your business needs. Clearly defined goals provide measurable benchmarks for tracking progress throughout the project. You can monitor the agent's performance and make adjustments as needed to achieve the desired outcomes. When you know what you want to achieve, decision-making becomes way more efficient. You can make informed choices regarding design elements, features, and functionality, reducing delays and potential conflicts. Risk mitigation. So essentially identifying potential risks and challenges in your project scope and goals allows you to proactively address them with the agency. This risk mitigation strategy can save time and resources in the long run. And by taking time to define your scope and goals, it's important to be open to some flexibility. Agile project management methodologies, for example, allow for adjustments based on feedback and changing business needs. Clearly defining goals serve as a foundation, but it shouldn't stifle adaptability. And it allows for a collaborative partnership. So you demonstrate your commitment to a collaborative partnership with the agency when you take time to define your scope and goals. This can foster a positive working relationship and a sense of shared ownership in the project's success. Defining your own scope and goals at the end of the day is a fundamental step in effective collaboration with a web development agency, and it's usually the first one that website development agencies tend to take as well whenever you first start with the project with them. It sets the stage for a successful project by providing clarity, alignment, and structure to achieve your desired outcomes. Next up is choosing the right agency, and this is a really important step, and it's easier to do once you have figured out your own goals. So some steps to making sure that you choose the right one. First one being is to define your own goals, but then once you're done with that, it's time to research and shortlist. So you can start by searching for an agency online, and you want to look at their website. Their website is a clear indicator of the quality of the agency's work, and it also has the most up-to-date information on what their service is and their pricing structure as well. What's really important to check out on their website is their portfolio, or essentially their showcase section, where they will showcase examples of work that they've done in the past, and you want to look for work that is closely to what you want. For example, you want to look for past web development projects, design projects, things like that, and just take a read through and see what people's experiences are. It gives you an indication of the agency's experience, the types of businesses that they work with, and the overall user satisfaction level as well. And you can see their work and see how they've either improved a website or achieved a client's goal as well. Portfolios is a really good way to see what kind of quality of work that you'll get if you work for them, and the agency's experience as well. You also want to check their services page and see what kind of expertise that they offer. You want to look for agencies with a track record of successfully maintaining websites in your industry with similar requirements. Experience is a really good indicator of competence, and you want to ensure that they offer the specific services you need. Some agencies like ProfileTree will specialize in services, but they will also offer a wide range of services, including web design and development. They'll also help you with marketing and SEO as well. You want to choose a platform that can provide a comprehensive package or tailor their services to your needs. Another really good way to see to gauge a development agency's customer satisfaction level is reviews. Trustpilot, even Google My Business reviews are a really good way to find this, as they're quite unbiased. You want to just type in the name of the business, and then you want to look for the Google reviews that are sent in, and you can order by most relevant, the newest ones, and just really take the time and see what people are appreciative, what they rave about, and it gives you a really good indication of what your experiences will be like if you were to partner with this agency. So next up is effective communication, and this is really crucial for successful collaboration with a website development agency. And here are several ways in which it can greatly benefit the collaboration. First one is the clear expectation, and this also is a feature of whenever you define your own scope and goals. But essentially, communication helps in setting clear expectations from the beginning. Both you and the agency should understand the project's goals, scope, timeline, and budget. When everyone is on the same page, there are fewer chances of misunderstandings or scope creep. Frequent communication like status meetings or progress reports keep all parties informed of the project's process, and this transparency allows you to address any issues promptly, making necessary adjustments. Effective communication facilitates a feedback loop, so you can provide feedback on the agency's work and they can share their insights and recommendations. This two-way exchange leads to a better decision making and improvements in the process. With challenges or roadblocks arise, open communication is key to problem solving. You can work together with the agency to find creative solutions to keep the project moving forward. Communications ensures that everyone is aligned with the project's objectives, and this alignment helps agencies make design and development decisions that are aligned with your business goals. And if you need to make changes to the project scope, clear communication is definitely essential. Discuss the potential impact on timelines, on budgets, and functionality so that everyone is aware of the consequences of scope changes. Overall, consistent and transparent communication builds trust between you and also the agency. Trust is a crucial factor in a successful collaboration as it fosters a positive working relationship. And your active involvement throughout the effective communication shows the agency that you are committed to the project's success. This can motivate the agency to go the extra mile in delivering a high-quality product. And communication doesn't end with the project completion. It's important to maintain communication for post-launch support, updates, ongoing maintenance of your website. A good market development agency won't just leave you high and dry once the website is launched. They will offer post-launch support for training, maintenance, updates, things like that. In summary, effective communication is the cornerstone of successful collaboration with a website development agency. It ensures that everyone is on the same page, reduces misunderstandings, and allows for agile decision-making throughout the project lifecycle. Building a strong communication framework helps create a positive and productive working relationship. Next one is creating a detailed product brief, and this is a really crucial step in fostering effective collaboration with a development agency. A well-structured project brief serves as a roadmap, essentially providing information and guidance to the agency. It gives clarity of objectives. The brief will clearly define the project's objectives, goals, and desired outcomes. The project brief outlines the scope of work, including features, functionalities, and deliverables. And this again is what helps scope creep because it establishes what is and isn't included in the project. The brief can include a project timeline with key milestones and deadlines. You can specify budget constraints or guidelines in the project brief. This allows the agency to propose solutions that fit within your budget or recommend adjustments as needed. Technical requirements as well are specified here, or any integrations that are necessary for the project. This includes platforms, technologies, and third-party apps and services, and that need to be considered. If there are potential risks associated with the project, outline them in the brief. This allows the agency to plan for risk mitigation strategies and provide any reference materials or existing assets that may be relevant to the projects, like branding guidelines, previous design work, or content samples. By creating a detailed project brief, you are empowering the agency with information that they need to propose a tailored solution and ensure that the work aligns with your objectives and expectations. It serves as a foundation document that minimizes misunderstandings, enhances collaboration, which leads to more successful website development projects.
And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this basic guide on creating a WordPress theme for yourself.
If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comments any questions or any other ideas for videos that you'd like us to cover in the future. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.